Hi everyone, so today's look is just a very fun, fresh, different Easter look. I wanted to do something that was very sort of celebratory of Easter, but at the same time was very kind of done up, very Easter parade, if you will. Oftentimes when people would, you know, get all dressed up back in the day for Easter, would be like very, you know, beautiful clothing, elaborate. So I didn't want to do anything too subdued, but I still wanted to take inspiration from the freshness of Easter, the freshness of spring. So my inspiration is white lilies, as I feel that's like the epitome of Easter flowers freshness. So I took that as my inspiration. I did like a very shimmery, soft white champagne look. I included a little bit of glitter on the eyes just for a very done up elaborate look, but it's still very gentle amount of glitter. And then I left the fresh face very kind of just dewy, glowy, not a lot of extra highlighters, bronzers, nothing like that on the face, and just one lip product. So I hope you enjoyed the look, and thanks for watching. So to get started with my look, I've already prepped and primed my face and filled in my eyebrows, which is always at that point where you see me start off a tutorial. And then I took the 100% pure organic coffee bean caffeine eye cream to nourish the lids. It's basically just a deep conditioner for the eyes. And then I took the All Natural Face Magic Vegan Eyeshadow Primer, and I put this from the lid to the top of the brow bone and a little underneath the eyes. And it's just a very sticky nude flesh tone base that's all vegan. And then I took the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear from their new Youthful Wear line. This is their concealer. This is their 3-in-1, and it's in shade Light Yellow. I just took this little roller ball to start off with. It's a very lightweight product. You don't really feel it on the skin a whole lot. It's not like the Garnier Fructis one, which that one, in my opinion, if used for extended periods of time, it can really kind of hurt this area underneath, and it's because the Garnier Fructis one is more of an exfoliant, and it's kind of gooey. This one isn't really very gooey at all. It's been a while since I've taken Naked Palette too, so I thought I'd go ahead and take that. So to get started on this look, I'm going to be taking a little bit of Tease, which is one of my favorite shades at Urban Decay. It's just a matte purpley brown color. It's one of my favorite nude shades, I should say. It's like a good basic. So I'm just going to pop this onto the Diluting Tool 781, and I'm going to start contouring in the outer corner of the eye. This is just a sort of heavy dome pencil brush. It's a little heavier than most pencil brushes. It works really nicely in the crease, or if you want a lot of smudging under the eye. So I'm just going to start in the very outer corner. And I'm just gonna pull that into the crease. As you can see, I'm giving it like a gentle contour. I'm gonna use little rotation motions to give it more of an airbrushed effect. I'm gonna take one of my favorite highlight shades from Urban Decay, and that's Foxy. It's just this yellow toned matte highlight shade. You can take any others that you like. This particular color might be a little intense on very, very pale skin tones, just because it's yellow. It'll probably be more ideal than something like ABC Gum is very dark, so you might find that that's too dark for very light skin tones as well. This one is kind of like MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. It's very yellow, just kind of cancels out veining. So I'm just gonna brush that through the crease and up to the brow bone. I'm going to be taking Zephyr. You don't have to take all these books of palettes or whatever. You could always take these individual if you want to. If you have these palettes, great. If you have like colors, that's awesome. I'm going to take Book of Shadows 4, and this shade right here is Zephyr. I want to take that white color, and I'm just going to pop this in the arch of the brow bone using that same Diluting Tool 785. And I'm just going to really brighten up that highlight area. Make it very stark, but I don't want it frosty all the way up to my brow bone. I'm just trying to control where I put the frost by just kind of taking that kind of skin tone highlight shade and then a slightly brighter one. I might be taking a little bit of Sin, which is just that gorgeous classic champagne color. It's also in Naked, or the first Naked palette, which is definitely a tool you can use to do this whole look if you want. So I'm just going to pop this all over the eyelid. I'm going to be taking just a touch of Cobra. This is also in the Naked, sorry, not the Naked palette. It's also in the black palette, and it's just a black with gold shine. I think they're now selling this individually as well, so you can always do that if you want. And I'm just going to do a slight kind of C-shape effect in the outer corner of the eye. And smooth that around using the 781 that I took earlier. I'm gonna have a little fun with this look. I already think it is fun, even though it's neutrals, because they're like Urban Decay neutrals, and those are always, you know, a little bit more fancy than your average neutral. But I'm gonna be taking Lit Clearly Liquid Glitter Base, and this is just the original formula. And I'm just going to open up the bottle, and what I like to do at this point is just take it, pat a little bit on the eyelid, on the more champagne part of the eyelid, I should say, and allow that to set up. Now while that's setting up, I'm going to be showing you Champagne Wishes, and it's just a solid size 2, so it's like a very intense sort of clear color, but it's like a gold clear. Looks like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and pat this all over the eyelid. You could use Barbie Shops if you want another clear. They have a variety of colors in each category. Each are quite different. I have Barbie Shops as well, which is just a shimmer. So it's very sheer, very white, has a lot of multi-dimension. This one is more opaque and has a lot of gold, but it's also very dimensional. So that is Champagne Wishes. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to be taking Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner, and this is in Carbon Black. I'm just going to line the upper lash line. Just going to do a thin line. And then I'm going to gradually make it thicker in the outer part. And you may have to work at filling it in over the glitter. Which is why I'm taking more sketchy strokes than usual to make sure it's completely filled in. Otherwise the glitter can kind of get stuck in the eyeliner and leave a gap. No big deal, you could fix it. And then we're just going to flick it out to a wing. Now for underneath the eyes, it's up to you what you want to do. I'm going to take Too Faced's Perfect Eyes eyeliner, and I'm just going to tight line and waterline. And we're just going to pull that through with the beveled edge smudger because it's so creamy. If you put it on straight through the waterline, it's just going to go everywhere. It's an intense liner. So I'm just going to pull that down a little bit and move it in. For the very lower lash, I'm actually going to really brighten it up by taking YDK, which is an older eyeshadow that Urban Decay has had for a while, so perhaps you have it too. They've reformulated so it does appear a bit different. The old YDK was more like a bronze shade and it was kind of flaky. This one's a lot more of like a smooth nut brown color. So I'm just going to smooth this over the top. So for foundation, I applied the Zuzu Luxe L6. It's okay, the coverage is okay. It's nothing to gush over or write home about. So, I mean, it doesn't give me any breakouts, it's okay. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Now I'm going to be taking Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Concealer in Light Yellow. I'm taking this step, which is actually step 3. And it is basically a counteracting concealer. You can do step 2 if you want. Step 2 is just a very thick cream stick concealer. So for me that kind of bunches up under the eyes, but you can use it on the face. Like I would use it on the face personally. And then I'm just going to place this underneath the eyes. I'm going to allow this to brighten it up. I actually really like the color of this concealer for me for under the eyes. It really wakens it up. I feel like a really yellow skin tone. This one just brightens your face like no other. I think it's just, I mean, a lot of yellow people don't want to be yellow. They try to neutralize that. But I think if it makes you look really young and brightens you up, I'm like, whatever. Don't be too afraid to be yellow. If you're yellow already, but I like that. It brightens it up. I'm going to be taking the Milani No. 1 Amber Nectar Illuminating Face Powder, and it's just this beautiful rose design, and it's like an amber color. I'm just going to pick this up on an e.l.f. stippling brush, and I'm just going to dust this over the face. I don't want too much color on the face. The camera can wash out imperfections, but so you don't necessarily see them, so I probably just seem nitpicky, but I don't want to take anything too pigmented that will draw out any little acne scars or everything. I just want everything to look as flawless as I can. And for lips, I'm going to be taking the Nuance Salma Hayek Ultra Shine Lip Gloss, and this is in No. 125 Pomegranate, and it's a beautiful hot pink, but it's sheer. So it just kind of really rounds out the sort of neutral but fun look. Everything's just really glowy and fun. So I hope that you enjoyed this look. I had a lot of fun doing it. It's something a little bit different that I don't think I've done. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.